company. Ordinarily, two's company. But contrarily, we disagree, no matter what it happens to be.
You're the perverse one.
I agonize.
Night and day with you.
To compromise.
There's no way with you.
I wish I had picked a large boa constrictor, my friend.
Are you trying to tell me something?
You're the perverse one, two's company.
Indisputably.
Two's company.
Irrefutably.
How we embark on old Noah's Ark, pair by pair.
Not so loud.
So ask me whose company.
Whenever I choose company.
I gotta say, two's company.
Except for this affair.
You give me mal de mer.
Do you know what that means?
Could we let in some fresh air?
No, madam.
Au contraire. Oh, come on. You promised my butler you'd be here. You sure you can't make it today? Look, if you could... Hello? Hello? Can you believe that? He hung up on me. Anybody'd think I spoke a foreign language.
Has it ever occurred to you, madam, that perhaps you do?
I speak better English than some Englishmen I know.
No, hardly, madam. After all, we did invent the language.
You invented golf.
The Scots invented golf.
Well, they're English, aren't they?
Yes. If you wish to be found hanging from Ben Nevis.
Well, I don't care who invented it. We play it better. Now, that's the end of that argument. Now, let's get on to the next. Our interior decorator can't make it till next week.
Yes, but that'll be too late, madam. The Colonel and his wife are arriving tomorrow morning to view the house.
Well, they can still view it.
Yes, but they won't buy it, madam. Not with the hall and staircase the way it is.
Oh, come on. There's a little paint chipped in a couple of places. I mean, it's nothing to worry about. It's not that bad.
First impressions are very important when it comes to selling property, madam.
Oh, Robert, I'm not so sure I'm doing the right thing in selling this house.
But you said you wanted more space, madam.
No, you said you wanted more space.
And you did love that house in Hampstead, madam. Such magnificent views across the heath.
Yeah, but that turned out to be your view. My view turned out to be the Camden Town rooftops.
But your room was very much larger, madam.
4 inches much larger.
You'll have to put down a deposit tomorrow, madam. There were several other prospective buyers.
But I haven't even sold this house yet.
But you will, madam, to the Colonel and his wife. All it needs is a little touching up here and there. I mean, we could do it ourselves.
Oh, you're kidding. Do you mean you'd actually lift a paintbrush? In order to get to Hempstead, my butler is willing to risk permanent injury.
I'm simply interested in your happiness, madam.
But I'm happy here.
But you will be happier in Hampstead.
Okay. If we move to Hempstead, can we have a dog?
I did agree to that, madam.
Okay, then I'll think about it.
Very good, madam. Now, if you'll do the shopping, we're going to need some paint, quick drying, of course, and paint brushes, turpentine.
Hold it. I thought we were going to do this thing together.
Well, while you're out, madam, I shall be rubbing down and filling in.
In other words, you want me to do all the legwork.
The what, madam?
The shopping, Robert.
Plus a little fetching and carrying.
Okay, Picasso. Hi, Robert.
Where have you been, madam? Bournemouth?
No, I only got as far as Brighton.
Is that the paint?
It's not banana yogurt.
Half a litre would have sufficed, madam.
They didn't have the color I wanted in half liters.
Well, you must get yourself changed as quickly as possible, madam. We're behind schedule as it is.
I'm afraid that I can't help you straight away, Robert.
Why not?
Well, I picked up a few friends on the way home. Is it okay if I ask them in?
Ask them in, madam.
Ah, I knew you wouldn't mind.
We've got work to do.
Oh, never mind. We'll get it done. Come on in, kids. You must be freezing out there. Right in there in the door. Come on in, Robert. I want to introduce you. Now, won't you sit down?
I would like a word with you in the kitchen, madam.
It's my butler. He's a little shy, but he'll get over it. Now, you stay right where you are, and I'll be with you in a minute. Did I buy the wrong paint?
Sit down there, madam.
Yes, thank you.
Who are they?
People. You know, Robert, like you and me.
You know where they've escaped from, madam?
No. But I know where they're escaping to.
California, madam. The World Congress there.
Oh, what World Congress?
Of dropouts, madam.
As a matter of fact, they're on their way to India to meditate, and I thought it'd be kind of nice to invite them in to have a drink before they left. I mean, it's very cold outside today, Robert.
I know you're impulsive, madam, but I thought that even you would have stopped short of inviting weirdies into the house.
On the contrary, I thought it was about time you had a little company.
Do you know when they last washed their feet, madam?
I knew there was something I forgot. I mean, I don't know what's happened to me lately, Robert. I always ask my guests first thing, when did you wash your feet?
I shall ask them if they want a bath. Hopefully that will start a stampede into the street.
What if they say yes?
I shall turn the hose on them, madam. Have they asked for money yet?
No, they haven't. They don't
They
believe-
will.
No, you don't understand, Robert. All they want to do is to go to India and meditate.
They won't get any further than Chelsea Police Station, madam.
Yes, they will. Their leader's out making all the necessary arrangements.
And which one is the leader, madam?
Well, he's not here yet. He's out making the preparations for India.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Robert, you're so suspicious of everybody.
If he happens to be a con man, yes, madam.
I know, but you haven't even met him yet.
I'm hardly likely to now, am I?
No, but he'll be back.
Oh, yeah.
You don't believe he's making the traveling arrangements?
Oh, yes, madam. But not their travel arrangements, his travel arrangements to Rio de Janeiro.
Robert, you're so wrong.
Am I, madam?
Come on into the drawing room, and I'll prove it to you. Hi. Everybody fine? Fine. That's just fine. Now, don't be shy, Robert. This is my butler, Robert.
And Mrs. McNabb writes thrillers.
Didn't have to tell him that, Robert.
To save you the trouble, madam.
Look, kids, your leader said something to me about going out and making your traveling arrangements. Would you have any idea where that would be?
Mrs. McNabb asked you a question. Answer it.
Robert! Now, don't take that tone of voice. These are my friends.
But they won't even speak to you, madam.
Well, maybe they're rehearsing their meditating. So they'll be real good at it when they get to India. Is that right, kids? Are you meditating?
This is ridiculous, madam. You must arise now and follow your leader.
Robert!
That's an order. You must arise and go.
Now, you're not going anyplace.
But they're deliberately ignoring us, madam.
Well, maybe they've taken a vow of silence. Look, they're smiling. I'm right. Now we're getting someplace. You're not allowed to speak to us.
On whose authority, madam?
On their leader's authority. I would look at they're smiling again. I'm right again. You see, only their leader is allowed to speak.
He's no fool, is he?
What do you mean?
Well, before he went off with their money, he made sure that they wouldn't give evidence against him.
Sounds a little bit like you. Now look, this vow of silence, is it forever? No, wrong. I know. Is it only till you get to India? It's only till they get to India.
Such extraordinary naivety. So naive.
I know, Robert, but they're so happy.
Not half as happy as their leader.
Don't pay any attention to Robert. I mean, just treat him like a figment of your imagination. That's what I do, and we get along just fine. What about something to eat?
Eat, madam.
Well, I mean, they must be starving.
I can't be expected to cook and paint at the same time, madam.
Okay, you paint, I'll cook.
Well, that's one way of getting rid of them.
Robert, you're so English. You just can't adapt to a new situation.
You wish me to adapt to this new situation, madam?
Yes, thank you very much.
Very well, madam.
Now, what would you like, kids? How about a nice big juicy steak? Whoops. You're not meat eaters, right? It's a little like 20 questions. Are you vegetarians? Oh, terrific. I got it in two. Okay, you stay right where you are, and I'll be with you in a minute, and I'm going to handle everything. Okay?
Right now, I want 5 volunteers. You do the rubbing down, filling in, getting rid of the dust. You paint the skirting board, you paint the staircase. And I don't want it botched. Excuse me, madam.
Please, Robert, I'm cooking. I don't want you in your kitchen when I'm cooking.
I think an apology is called for, madam.
All right, I accept your apology, but don't give me that volunteer routine again. I'm wise to you.
Very well, madam.
Just leave those poor kids alone.
As you wish, madam.
Let them keep on doing what they're doing.
Certainly, madam.
What are they doing in the hall? Robert? Kids, put down those paintbrushes, put down all your tools, and get back in the living room and have a nice dinner. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I can't trust you out of my sight for 1 minute.
But you said I was to allow them to do whatever they wanted to do, madam.
You ordered them to come in here.
Where's your proof, madam?
I'm looking straight at it.
Very well. We'll go and ask them. Follow me.
Wait a minute, Robert.
Yes.
Are you the head of this household?
No, ma'am.
Well, then, if you don't mind, you follow me. Okay, Robert, go ahead.
Did I order you to paint the staircase? You see, madam?
I see that they're so scared of you they can't even look at you.
Very well. Ask them if they volunteered.
Did you volunteer to paint the... Well, all I can say is it was very sweet of you. I really mean that. Robert, wasn't it? Very sweet of them.
Yes, it was, madam. Back to work, you lot.
Stay where you are.
In that case, madam, I will bid you good night.
Where are you going?
To my room to listen to Mozart, madam.
What about the painting?
I'm afraid the light is now against me.
Okay, Robert. I know that painting isn't part of your duties, but as your mistress, I can order you to cook dinner for all of us.
But, madam, I...
Please, Robert. I'm meditating.
So it's done. Arise and shine. The morning's nearly over. I'm expecting some people to view the house this morning. Wakey, wakey! I want you all out of here in 15 minutes.
Don't pay any attention to him. I want to see you in the kitchen. Just go back to sleep. We promise we won't disturb you again.
You deliberately undermined my authority, madam.
What authority?
You condone laziness.
Would you let me tell you something? They have painted the hall and the staircase, everything, all of it.
They have?
They have. Come on. Isn't that extraordinary? I mean, they must have been up all night.
I didn't hear a sound, madam.
Neither did I. Maybe they take their bells off at night.
They haven't got any paint on the stairs, madam. How did they manage that?
I don't understand it. They've done an absolutely beautiful job, Rob.
They really have, madam.
Robert, how are we ever going to repay them? I mean, they won't take money.
No, that's true, madam, yes. And, they don't eat very much, do they? And their sleeping arrangements couldn't be simpler, madam, and they do have a compulsion to work.
Wheels turning a little bit up there, Robert?
No, it's just that I thought they might like to, commune with nature, madam.
How?
By digging over the garden, then straight up in the loft.
That's not a bit funny.
Well, it does need clearing out, madam.
Well, that'll just do.
I wonder if they're any good at plumbing, madam.
What you're suggesting is absolutely immoral. Now, you just leave those kids alone.
I shall be the soul of subservience, madam, and the height of hospitality. When are they leaving?
I don't know. I guess when their leader comes to collect them.
I don't wish to argue, madam,
Why, aren't you feeling well?
but you do have a blind spot when it comes to confidence tricksters, madam.
That's not bad, Robert.
What's that?
Your powers of alliteration. The soul of subservience, the height of hospitableness, and what was that other one? Where cornered tricksters are concerned. Let me see if I can beat you. The Leith police dismisseth us.
Not bad, madam, not bad. It wasn't the cough that carried him off, it was the coffin they carried him off in.
6 thick thistle sticks.
Oh, you said it. Very good, madam. A tutor who tutored the flute tried to tutor 2 tutors to toot. Said the tutor the tutor, is it easier to toot or to tutor 2 tutors to toot?
Show off.
I think I won that game.
I'll get it. Like the Olympic Games around here. Oh, Mr. Leader. Am I ever glad to see you? Won't you come in? Robert! You were wrong. He's here. Wake up, kids. Your leader's here. Will you come into the kitchen, please, sir, and meet mine? Go ahead, Robert. You said he wouldn't be here, and here he is in the flesh. Now go ahead. I know you've never said it before in your whole life, but go ahead and say it. Come on. I was wrong. Excuse me, I'll be with you in just a minute. It's just something we have. Well, come on, we're waiting.
Was I wrong?
Pretty good, considering it was your first try. But you got the was in front of the I. Now, try it one more time. Go ahead. I was wrong. I promise you, Robert, it won't hurt a bit.
I was wrong.
Beautiful. Wasn't that beautiful?
You find it beautiful to humiliate someone?
It wasn't humiliating anybody. I mean, it's just that he made a big production number out of your not showing up.
I'm always being humiliated, but then it's because I'm only a servant.
Do not despair.
Wait a minute. I'm the one that's usually wrong around this house.
You do not believe that.
Well, no, but according to him, I am.
But you never allow me to even speak, madam.
And there speaks the truth, I think.
The truth is that my butler thought you were on your way to Rio de Janeiro.
Does it comfort you to belittle your servant?
I'm not belittling him. I just want you to know that he's not perfect.
Are you perfect, madam?
No, I'm not.
Then why expect me to be?
What is this, shoot down Dorothy McNabb Day?
Do I hear my children?
Yes, they were asleep. If Robert had had his way, they'd be digging up the garden by now and cleaning out the loft.
As they should have. You are as wise as the moon of the 9th planet.
But they were tired.
I was tired. That is why I spent all night clearing litter from the roads. For penance conquers tiredness.
How true.
What do you know about penance?
Do I not work for you, madam?
But you can endure the pain.
We all have our cross to bear.
You are one of us, my friend. No wonder the antennae of the spirit led my children to this house.
Look, wait a minute, Charlie. I mean, he didn't lead him to this house. I led him to this house, and I gave them food and shelter because...
You regret doing it?
No, I don't regret it.
Then why do you speak about it?
Well, I just don't want Robert to get all the credit.
But he does not expect gratitude, whereas you demand it.
I do not.
Yes, for you are among the foothills. He is above you, high on the summit.
How very true.
Look, you're all wrong about Robert. I mean, I don't want to tell tales out of school.
Then don't, madam.
Well, how else will he know?
He already knows, madam.
How?
How?
I have an inner eye.
He has an inner eye.
Well, that explains it. Robert, how is it up there on the summit? You getting enough oxygen?
Rise, my children, and go.
Look, I want to take this opportunity to say goodbye to you. It was awfully nice of you to come and see me, and if ever you're in Chelsea again, you come by and see me. And listen, many, many thanks for painting the hall and the stairs.
This will be a reminder that you do have friends. Wear it so that Madam may lift her eyes to the summit beyond the foothills.
Well, have a safe trip to India and don't...
I shall start by raising her to the heights of Hampstead.
Sorry.
Remember the bells.
Yes.
And be taught.
Well, I've never heard such nonsense in my life. What are you doing that for, Robert?
Remember the bells and be taught, madam.
You mean to tell me every time I raise my voice in this house, you're gonna...
They should sound magnificent, madam, on the summit of Hampstead Heath.
An apostle of Mars would like to speak to you.
An apostle of Mars? What?
The god of war.
He must meet the colonel and his wife, madam. Shall I call the Hampstead Estate Agency? What's the matter, madam? Laryngitis?
No, I'm quite all right. No, just a minute, Robert.
Go, my children. Avert your eyes.
So long, kids. See you tonight. Oh, hi, Colonel. Those kids go with the house. I mean, they're what do you call sitting tenants, but they're very quiet. You won't even know they're around. Kids, I hope you didn't leave any jaw sticks burning. I want to tell you, you cannot move in this house for jaw sticks. Oh, Robert. And this is my butler, Robert. He goes with the house, too, but you gotta watch him every minute. I mean, he's always up on the roof. You know what I mean? I mean, he wants to feel on top of the world. Where are you going, Colonel? Wait a minute. We haven't even... we could discuss... Oh, Robert. Isn't that a shame? Looks like I blew the house in Hempstead. Something wrong with your bell, Robert? Well, don't worry about it. I got enough for both of us.